It's your boy Fuel.
And I'm feeling a little cocky because I just took the crust white strips off, feeling like, hey, I had to show the front.
You do right. You do those.
Hey, what's going
white
on?
strips,
ladies. Hey now.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
We got Young Thug. We have a list of other rappers who have come and gone who all have this high-pitched sound.
Right.
And they sound terrible.
Somebody like
Playboy Cardi. They sound terrible.
Yeah.
And I know some people like it. And I'm supposed to like it. So, as somebody in my demographic, I'm supposed to gravitate toward this sound. I'm supposed to enjoy it. But for some reason, I cannot. Like, it goes against who I am.
I don't even know why you still even listen to rap because it all. I'm saying, like, the stuff coming out now, it all sounds the same. I mean, I can't tell Lil Baby from Da Baby.
Whoa.
They all sound the same to me.
Not Lil Baby, the Baby.
You already
our greatest, right?
You already know I'm with her. You already know I'm with her.
I mean, it's just,
already know
I don't know.
So,
it's my homeboy, he loves sending me like the links of the latest and the greatest songs and stuff. I'm like, this sound like the one you just sent me.
So this is your complaint, right? It's kind of interesting being your complaint because you never complain about the mumble ones.
I did.
So
absolutely.
Now, did you?
We didn't have this show back when the mumble rappers were hot, but I definitely complained about it. They're all trash.
The mumble ain't been hot, boy, for the last, 4 years? We've been together for 4 years.
Mumble rap is gone. Ebony here is, may I?
I don't know.
I'm not going into career or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Ebony is a person that I find fascinating because she has these fantastic views on a lot of popular things that are semi-unpopular opinions. However, they are the medicine we need as opposed to the candy that we like to consume.
Yeah.
The reality of it is a lot of people, especially in our community, in the Black community, are this way. However, they don't see it for what it is. They want to pander to the other side. That being said, Ebony is a person who skews more conservative. She is a more right-wing person.
Right.
And we are here to discuss different matters within the Black community and within politics in which Black people need to open their eyes on and people in general need to be educated on.
Okay. Right. That was a long introduction, though.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't just long, it was heavy.
It was
Should I go for big air off the rip? Should I get the fire started?
Can we can.
Like, just jump in the pool, no dipping the toe,
get
in there?
That's the only way.
Let's go.
Why do you think that Black people should have voted for Trump?
Oh man, no, it's very, very simple.
Oh my goodness. Is it simple?
So to me, when I was 18 and I went to register to vote, I registered as a Democrat. So like in my first election, I voted for Al Gore or whoever was running against W at the time, and I was I consider myself a Democrat. I was regurgitating the stuff that I heard from the people in the community and stuff like that. I'm a firm believer in, and I say this all the time. Black people is the president Donald Trump is the president that Black people needed, solely based.
Good Lord.
Solely based.
Solely
based on his views on immigration. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Solely based on his views on how the immigration, how is it that serious for Black people?
Oh man, I think it's kind of crazy if you don't even see the correlation. So
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me just give it in a roundabout way. You know, Black people for a minute was talking about gentrification, right? Like gentrification, they're running us out our neighborhoods and pricing us out our neighborhoods and stuff. And I found it funny because I'm like, well, before white people gentrified you out your neighborhood, Hispanics did. Areas that was predominantly were Black spaces. Where are you from?
I'm from the Midwest. And trust me, that it was never nothing like that or whatever because we ran our shit basically, but we had our areas. Or whatever.
I'll tell you what.
Now the white people came in and gentrified everything or whatever, at a certain point in time or whatever. But there were always, like where I'm from, there was always say like an area, where the blacks are, area where the whites are, and the area where the Latinos were. It wasn't even like a lot of Asians at that time there, or any other ethnic groups at that time, or whatever from that point. So it wasn't. And although it was, even though it wasn't, we weren't all like gentrified into one part in one section of the city or whatever. We would still know who's who and where, blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
If anybody want to be honest and just tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Compton, Watts, good portion of Los Angeles was predominantly black neighborhoods. And that's not right. A reason to say, oh, we need to do something about illegal immigration. But some of these people come here and they don't report this because we supposed to have this coalition, this black and brown coalition that's non-existent. There was an apartment building out in Boyle Heights that had like a black family in there that Hispanics were throwing Molotov cocktails at. And they say Hispanics are the minority in this country, or considered a minority, and that's almost really not even the case at the point. But they get the benefits of saying like minorities get a scholarship. They benefit from it. I think Hispanics have been able to benefit from all the things that black people do, and then once they get into a position, they shun us, I feel like, or whatever. And I just feel like Donald Trump was finally going to come.
Every time that name comes, it just irks the shit.
Donald Trump is going to come and say, listen, every time. Immigration is a problem whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever. It's a problem in this country.
I spoke to a young lady before, whatever, and the reason that she voted for Trump was because of a certain thing that he did for the Chinese or Asians. You know what I'm saying? Just that one certain thing. They ignored the whole disrespect part of it. The whole
how is it disrespect if I don't like? Listen, you in your feelings right now, and I know I'm on your platform.
I'm gonna be in my feelings. I'm gonna be in my feelings. No. I'm in my feelings in a way, but I'm still understanding that
100% you're in your feelings because nothing that you just said made any sense. You literally had the audacity to say the things that you just said about Donald Trump while Biden is our president. You know what I'm saying? Like you said that Donald.
But don't get me wrong. For one, you didn't say I didn't give you my political view on the Democrat as well. You know what I'm saying? I look at both sides, and basically I'm kind of like
our country has gone to hell.
Let me tell you something. It's hard to decide because for one. After say like it's a cycle, it's a game. It's all about the money. You have maybe in the next election there'll probably be another Democrat or whatever. But
never.
Then let me say it. But then the next one after that, there's going to be yes it is. And then the next one after that is going to be a Republican or whatever. And then the next one after that, if that other president, it depends on their money and how shit goes or whatever. But the point is that. The whole Democrat, don't get me wrong. Democrats are book full of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about money. And let me know what you think about this as well, almost and you. But abortions, they have the abortions. They just passed the law to take away the abortions after 6 weeks.
That disgusts me.
And they can sue the provider who helps obtain an abortion.
Some of the even more egregious portions of that bill was that it doesn't even include an exception for rape or incest.
Right.
And it's just, only exception is for medical reasons. And you have some people die hard that will even say, even if the mother's life is at risk, you still have to carry that bit. That some people feel that way. And yeah, that's where I kind of like. That's why I consider myself a Republican, but not a conservative. I'm really probably more libertarian, but I definitely don't agree with the abortion stuff. I really don't care. I'm very, very extreme on my views on abortion anyway. And, I think there are some women in society who should be forced to have abortions.
Because they would just be unfit parents?
There are some people out here who I just think should not be having fucking kids. But they basically undid Roe v. Wade in Texas, in my opinion. 6 weeks is nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's flawed. I think it's not enough time.
I don't give a damn. It shouldn't exist in at all, in my opinion.
Yes, but even if you are going to come up with this law, make the timeline a bit further down the line.
Man, live by the gun, die by the gun is some street shit.
Yes.
That ain't got nothing to do with me pumping gas and somebody trying to come wop babaloo wop on me. That, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to out here live my best black life because it matters, allegedly, they say. And I need my strap. They say Black Lives Matter. Hey, listen, if Black Lives Matter, let me get my strap so I can protect mine.
What? No.
What the hell you talking about?
That's not the movement. That's not.
Your movement is bogus.
No, what Black Lives Matter
is bogus.
Against the police.
Your movement is bogus.
It is a phrase to the police saying, "My Black Lives Matter." So please do not strike me down with your gun while my hands are up.
Are we finna go here?
We can, but we're running out of show. Because y'all took it.
Are we about to go here?
It's time for me to get in my bag. Because y'all took all time.
You know what?
We'll be here all damn night.
I do agree with you because a lot of people do misunderstand what Black Matter.
It's a message to the police. It's not a message to anybody else.
If I was the police, I wouldn't receive that message because I'm responding to the crime scenes every night where one of y'all are dead by another one of y'all. You can't. I don't receive your message.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We gotta get out of here.
All right, abort mission.
We gonna get her.
Abort mission. Then, hey, is it not fired up Thursday? What the fuck am I here for then?
Because my whole thing too is like you said when it comes. I'm going ahead and I'm gonna light it.
Okay.
Understand what.
So what I'm saying is Black Lives Matter is a message to the police. It is not a message to anything outside of that. So even All Lives Matter protesters protesting the Black Lives Matter protests are insignificant because they're not even a part of this discussion to begin with. All Black Lives Matter is trying to get across that I have a right as a U.S. citizen to not be struck down by the people who are put in place to serve and protect me. Exactly. With that being said, don't skew to anybody else. Don't skew to me even. However, don't shoot me down in cold blood in the middle of the street. Now, in the case that in which I am armed and I am looking to attack either you or someone around you, pop me.
That's a different thing.
But in most cases, they're unarmed, they're unviolent, and they have their hands up. Therefore, do not shoot me down in the street.
I'm not here to say who's innocent or guilty, but I do know that there are some cases where I've seen videos and I'm like, man, the police were foul. But a good chunk of time, and Black people refuse to see this shit. The Black people be out here foul as fuck when the police shoot them, and people still be defending the bullshit. You know, like that young girl with a knife. I can't believe that people were defending, you know, that the cop killed that girl. You know, like, what was he supposed to do? Damn if he do, damn if he don't. People were legit mad about that. Yeah. You know, there are some instances where you go, okay, this is something I can get behind. The problem with Black Lives Matters is they just do a paintbrush across every single incident that go viral. Yes. And that makes the movement look goofy as fuck.
However, but the core of the movement is positive. It's a positive.
And then you find out that they out here extorting people, and then the financial shit alone. The movement look goofy.
No, but the core of the movement is pure. However, there are individuals
in the beginning.
No. And thus take it to a place of
no. It was pure in the beginning.
Exactly.
It got goofy.
I agree.
And you can't. I can't support it. And then they need to pick and choose which one they want to get behind. So when you take something righteous and then you throw some unrighteous in there, the whole fucking movement looks goofy.
Yeah, what I'm telling you is it's a message to the police, and that's what it was from the jump.
Then say Black Lives Matter when the police kill us, and we don't care when other Black people do it. Say that.
It's pure. Therefore, it has long standing in which that we should uphold.
Disagree.
With that being said, as long as the message isn't tainted, as it is though.
It's very much tainted.
We agree on that. It is tainted. However, the pure message is just.
Ain't no pure message if it's tainted.
That pure message, we'd actually make some progress.
Hey, if you have a white can of paint and you drop a black paint in there,
that's the one
it's
drop theory. We
tainted.
Rules around here.
It's tainted. But I respect what you feel. But I mean, I'm just for the sake of getting to the. I don't even think we're going to be able to touch up on all these questions.
Yeah. No, I think we should actually end things there. I think the main points were expressed and debated and we all became better people because shout out to y'all in the crowd, man. Share this sound. You know what's going on.